back to Just Between Us. Couch show, that's where we get real. Everywhere else, we're lying.
I don't say that. It's so stressful being so authentic on the internet. I would love it if we were lying.
I thought actually one topic I was going to pitch is who do you think's better at lying?
Neither of us.
I'm amazing.
No, you're not.
I'm very good at lying.
I don't think so.
Okay, but I'm great at it.
I don't think so.
I am.
I guess if we're talking about like being nice to people and doing white lies.
But I can lie if I need to lie.
About what?
Anything. Ask me a question.
Do you love baseball?
Yeah, it's my favorite sport because I grew up with my dad watching it, so it's like the only sport I actually know all the rules about.
I feel like that's true.
Is it? So
name one rule of baseball.
Okay, one rule is that if they catch it, then you're out.
Yeah, God, you got me. You got me. That is a rule of baseball. Damn it.
So this week's topic is an interesting one, I hope.
Yeah.
Do you want to kind of dive into it?
Yeah. So the topic that Allison was asking about was if my goal is to pass as cis, which I think is very interesting. For those of you that are new here, I am trans. Oh, by the way, on the way here, I went to get this Gatorade and I tried out a thing where I was like, I'm never going to see this guy again. And he was like, is that all? I was like, yeah, man. And then he was like, do you want the receipt? And I was like, nah, I'm good, dude. I tested it out.
How was it?
I don't know if he, if it passed or if it helped or anything, but I was like, don't do customer service voice. Stop doing high pitched girl voice. Just keep your voice low and say hey man. Also, when I was driving here, I was a little bit in the when I'm turning, I'm a little bit in the walkway, and a guy walked by and was patted my car and went like this, and I an old guy. And
he was yelling at you.
Yeah, he was mad. I was like, maybe he's seeing me as a girl. I don't know. But I was like, if he saw me as a guy, he would think I had a gun. That's what I thought in my head. I thought he would never do this. Because if he thought I was a guy, he would be scared of me. And he would be like, maybe that guy has a gun. And then I thought maybe I should wear a hat when I drive.
Or maybe a shirt that says, I have a gun.
I have a gun. And you'll never know if that's true or not. Very small. I think it's different for different people. I would say for me, I don't know if it's necessarily about passing as much as it's about having the things I want. And one of the things I want is a mustache. And I think that will be a cue to some people. But also it's funny because I see friends of mine who are trans who fully have facial hair. And someone will still be like, thank you, miss. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Wait, really?
Yeah. Here's my thought process. We've become too woke. Because now we are so accepting of body positivity that you see someone with a beard and you're so woke that you're like, women have beards. Do you know what I mean? So you've come all the way back around to actually being transphobic. Now we accept everyone. Women don't have to shave and some women have beards. Thank you, ma'am, for your service. You know what I mean?
How are they dressed?
Regular.
They're not dressed feminine.
No.
And they have a beard.
Yes.
And they're saying, thank you, miss.
Yes. I don't know. I think people are worried about being offensive. What if that's just a woman with a strong mustache? So I went to donate plasma and I'm doing my intake or whatever. And I had to show a W-2, but my W-2 had my old name on it. So I brought my name change paperwork. So I went up to the person and it's a busy plasma center. Clearly a lot of people go there. And I
That's so nice you did that.
Oh yeah. Well, I have to get it. I couldn't donate that day. I have to get this paperwork approved because this is kind of annoying. But they were like, hey, you have bipolar disorder. So we actually need your psychiatrist to say that you're allowed to donate plasma. So my psychiatrist has to sign some paperwork.
Really?
Yeah.
Why does that matter?
I don't know. One of the things that it said was you can't donate if you have bipolar disorder or schizophrenia.
Huh.
So I have to get an exemption.
Wow.
And then the woman saying that who told me that was like, I don't believe in this and I'm so sorry. She was like, I hate telling people this. And I was like, it's okay. What I should have done is lied. But anyway, so
I would have.
They're not
I'm
really
a great liar.
And because it's utilitarian. The greater good is to give plasma. It doesn't really matter. Anyway.
Is plasma the same as blood?
No, it's different.
How they take it out of you different?
They take out your blood, they separate the plasma in a machine, and they put the blood back. It's crazy.
What?
Yeah.
They put the blood back?
Uh-huh.
How?
I don't know. They clean out the plasma from it and then they put the blood back into you. You're sitting at like a machine.
Ooh.
Yeah, but I didn't get to.
People should do it.
Yeah, I didn't get to do it yet. Anyway, I'm waiting for the paperwork and then I'll take it back. I'll fax it to them or
You have a
whatever.
fax?
I don't. I guess the psychiatrist can fax it to them. I don't really know. And then or I have to bring the paperwork back. It's fine. It was a whole thing. Also, when you're there, they check your like pulse and stuff. And if your pulse is like is too high, they send you home. So I went and you get 2 chances. And they were like, your pulse is too fast. And then of course I'm stressed out.
What was it?
It was 120.
Your pulse was 120?
Yeah.
Just sitting there?
Yeah. And
Wow.
I was, well, because I was scared. I was like in this whole office environment, whatever. And then I was like, of course, they're like, you can, at 5 minutes, you can calm yourself and then come back. And I was like, well, I'm not going to, now I'm panicked about whatever. But I sat there and I did for like 5 minutes. And then when I came back, it was 89. So we were all good. But anyway, I couldn't do it because of the bipolar disorder. So I went to go do it. And I was like, here's my W-2. Here's all the stuff to prove it's me. And here's my like name change paperwork so you can see I'm the same person. The woman behind the counter was befuddled. It's like she had never heard of like she couldn't assess what transness was happening over here.
That's kind of exciting.
I know. I was like, well, I've really confused this woman. So she was like, okay, so this is your old name and this is your, like, she was so befuddled that they sent over another woman who came over and took over the situation and was like, now this other name, is it a dead name? And I was like, yeah. And she was like, okay. And then she was like, yeah, sorry, I had to take up. She was confused. And that's ultimately what I'm trying to achieve. Is pure confusion to all medical professionals. Just absolutely so befuddled, she has to hand my case to someone else. So many people were there. So they must have so many people coming through this establishment. I can't imagine. I'm the first and only trans person that's come through the plasma donation center.
Probably that woman has to take over every time.
You think?
Yeah.
Also, she was like, and I'm so sorry, but I'm going to turn the screen and you have to click what gender you're assigned at birth. Just because, for the blood. And I was like, it's fine. Like, what am I going to throw fit in the medical? I understand why this is happening.
Yeah.
And she was like, I'm just going to turn the screen and you just click it.
I think that's sweet though.
It was really sweet. It was really sweet. I was like, everyone here doesn't want to be doing the bureaucracy that they have to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, you said that you don't care about passing, but you just want to get what you want. What does that mean?
Well, I would like to just be treated the way I want to be treated. Like I want a mustache. I want to be like a little bit more muscly. I want like there's, stuff that I want. But I guess, passing in what sense? Like passing in the sense that I don't need people to think that I'm a cis person. I just need them to be like, that's a boy and just gender me correctly. Even if in their mind, they're like, that's clearly a trans guy. It's like, cool. You got me. Like, wow. But I do think there is something radical about people who don't care about passing. I think that that's like very cool and punk. So I don't know. I'm of two minds. I just want like to have the things where the guy goes in front of my car and is scared to do any sort of condescending comment to me because they are like, oh no, that's a man and men don't do that to each other.
Do you want male privilege?
Yeah, I'd love that. Look, I've already stopped being catcalled, which is incredible. The amount to which I walk out of my house and no one talks to me is brilliant. When I was a woman, people tried to talk to me all the time. And don't fucking say, if you are someone who catcalls or if you're someone who works somewhere and you try to chat up all the girlies or whatever, and then you go, I would do that to any man. I would say smile to any man. I would follow and say, how are you to any man. I'm just being friendly. No, you fucking wouldn't. Because you don't talk to me anymore. Nobody says shit to me. So all of you guys who are like, I would be just as friendly to a man. No, you fucking wouldn't. Wow. And you're like, I would say up to a man on the street, like hi, because I'm just a friendly person. Okay, say hi to me.
I thought you didn't want people to say hi to you.
I don't want them to, but I'm just saying they're lying.
No, I'm just kidding.
They're full of shit. The whole thing of like, I would talk to anyone, full of shit. Oh, I'm sitting next to you on the bus because I'm trying to be friendly. Like, I would do this to anyone. No, you wouldn't, because you've stopped talking to me. And that's the fucking truth.
Wow. People
still talk to you, right? People just be chatting to you all the time?
I talk to people. I'm the problem.
You're... It's like a human baby. It's just like a full human baby.
Oh,
jealous.
Shuggy.
Jealous. The whole reason you got Phantom is coming to fruition right now.